guys. Thanks to anybody that comes into the stream. Everybody that watches this later. Roll Tide.
Georgia 2 years ago was a starting quarterback for the Chanticleers. Lost his job to Grayson McCall.
Here's that little wing-back set. Two wings tight. Fullback right behind.
A lot of misdirection, a lot of window dressing as Ethan Durham, freshman, picks up 4 yards. It's a throwback offense to the extent that this is something that the coach ran in high school.
He said some of the plays his dad coached him in high school. That's Drew Cronin, the head coach from Mercer. He said some of the plays we called the exact same 30-plus years ago. But it's a unique system, and when you don't train for it and you don't see it, as Alabama really doesn't, except for this game, it can cause some problems.
3rd down 7 and a big shift up front. Stop for Fred Davis after just a gain of 2. Incredible numbers for Mercer last week. They scored 69 points against NAIA Point. Obviously, a different level of competition.
178 yards. I don't care who you're playing against. That's a lot of production. Really hard to achieve that, but their main goal today, as offensive coordinator Bob Bodine mentioned, make Alabama think pre-snap. You're not going to out-athlete them. They try to make them think that's something Alabama lined up to a little bit of advantage on that 3rd down.
Trey Turk punts it away. Slade Bolton has to chase it down. Going the wrong way.
You idiot.
Bolton makes it back to the 15-yard line. It'll be the 10-yard line. 48-yard punt that time from Trey Turk. Alabama trying to move on a 3-and-out after their first possession.
All right, we're muting Lip. What in the hell? All right, we're back.
3 players on current rosters, a total. All in NAIA, 2. Brandon Dillon with the Vikings, Dan Arnold with the Panthers. That's it. Nobody is facing hands-up opponent. The Mercer. Young, pressure, gets away, wobbler, and incomplete. Cole, what is going on with the Alabama offensive line early?
Well, I don't know if I would put that one on the offensive line. Just play action protection there. You're bringing the tight end across. Looks like Cam Watson picked up his man, but maybe just good scouting on the part of Mercer, having an understanding of the inside formation. You get that play action off and bring a little pressure off the backside. It's kind of tough to pick that one up.
Hey, Sexy Too Much For You Coleman. And a big shout out to Sexy Too Much For You Coleman. She is a member and a sponsor for the channel. Thanks for coming in. Probably get copyrighted.
He's been sacked once already. Pressured another time. Gives it up to Robinson.
Somebody else on YouTube is doing this. If I get in trouble, they should too, Jim.
This is what Alabama's got to do. Get 70, wash down that nose guard, climb up to the next level. Got to establish the line of scrimmage here early in this game.
It was a first down. Here's Robinson again. The This time he stopped at the line of scrimmage. Alvin Ward and Solomon Zubaru. A strong start to this game on that defensive line for Mercer.
We spoke with defense coordinator Joel Taylor about Alvin Ward. He's really their best pro prospect. If any scouts come through, they're always looking at number 42. 6'4", 230, fast off the edge.
Transferred in from Georgia Southern. By the way, Joel Taylor, defensive coordinator, has success at least for half of this building. He was the defensive backs coach at Citadel in 2018. They're tied at the half with Alabama. Young.
You morons. What in the hell?
It's a great route, great call by Bill O'Brien. Hard play action fake, and this is just a deep V out, we used to call it. You fake the post, get to midfield, you hit the corner route, nobody's there. And this is, oh, you can see, look at Jameson as he was trying to start to look for where that corner safety was, took his eyes off it for just a second.
Movement up front. Chris Hill, redshirt freshman out of Statesboro, Georgia. Preseason second team Southern Conference.
Offside. Defense, number 98. 5-yard penalty. Third down.
Jason Autry, our referee today. Third down 4 for Bryce Young in Alabama. Mercer drops in to Robinson out of the backfield. And he is running over guys. Mouthpieces flying out. Ken Stanley finally to stop. Multiple flags after. Jameson Williams was involved. We got flags in the field, mouthpieces, towels.
The resulting play is a first down for Alabama. After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct. Offense, number 1. 15-yard penalty. That is number 1's first unsportsmanlike foul of the contest. It'll be 1st and 10, Alabama.
Let's take a look at that right side. Good protection there on a third and medium. Give Bryce Young some time. Obviously, number 79, Chris Owens, the right tackle, has had some trouble, giving up a few pressures already early. This time, they slide the protection that way, give him a little help, and a good job working on Solomon Zubaru there. One of their better pass rushers as well.
Jason McClellan is now in at running back. Fred set it down backwards in field position. This is John Mechie on the end around. We get another flag.
Holding. Offense, number 55. 10-yard penalty. First down.
Not exactly a rip-roaring start for Alabama here this afternoon. Nick Saban warned everybody about it midweek in his press conference. Thinking back, look, middle of field number 1. This was a personal foul penalty 2 plays ago after he took a hit at the end.
I'm trying to get you guys a little closer to the TV.
Sometimes they catch the second guy, not the first, right? Understandable frustration there from Williams. Dropped the pass, and obviously it's lit up there.
The backfield for Bryce Young.
There we go.
I
seen that. I heard that.
Tell you what,
Big shout out to Ohio Bread. He is a sponsor and a member for the channel. Thanks for coming in. Sorry y'all lost. Yeah,
they're being physical.
I seen somebody said something about that.
Bowing down to Alabama. They didn't lose this game before they got off the bus. They came ready to play.
Yeah, Mercer's
smart. And Georgia, before getting into the coaching business,
like a better team than I thought.
2nd and 19 now. Here's Williams, chance to atone for his mistake, and he is fouled up front. I told us this week, we've got to play the game smart. We've got to do the little things right if we want to have a chance to be competitive in this game. Seems like they're doing so early, and Alabama is not.
Yeah, and that number 1 thing on the list was tackle. And even so much so that Joel Taylor, keeps coordinating for Mercer, said, we need 11 guys on one. Everybody's got to rally to the football because we're not always going to get with one. They're doing a really good job of that so far. That's why Alabama hasn't been able to break anything wrong in the run or in space on the outside.
Oh, awesome, Fred. Glad you're on vacation. I seen your picture on Facebook. That's pretty awesome. That's awesome.
Down the sideline.
What?
Williams. Mercer will force another punt. It was Lance.
Oh my
Wise. The
goodness.
safety who came over and covered that.
This is just a full
Mercer.
progression, which means Bryce Young is going to.
This will be the upset of
flat
the
route down here at the bottom.
good Lord ever.
Little flat route by the running back Jameson on a corner there. He's going to work the rest of the field. Just nothing there. Mercer sitting in zone coverage there on that front side. And rough start so far for Alabama offense.
So Young's numbers just 3 of 7 in this game after a sensation starting his Miami. He takes a fair catch at a 44-yard punt. Mercer's offense will return to the field. Who's saying so far nearly midway through the first quarter?
Yep. We mute it for commercial break. I tried downloading that stupid TV app that I was going to do, but it didn't work. I don't know. It wouldn't work right. I don't know what was going on with that, but makes no sense. Wouldn't let me sign in, so I don't know if maybe I didn't have enough money or what happened. That better be the case. They better not charge me for something I can't sign into. Like I did all the steps, but every time I try to sign in, it would fail. It's crazy. Are we getting back to there? We go. We're back to the game. All right. Awesome.
Said no conference games this year. So Mercer and some others said, all right, we'll get 3 non-conference games in. They played in the fall. They came back. They played the SoCon schedule in the spring. They were great. School record 5 Southern Conference wins for Mercer, but that is a loaded calendar from October to April. So
A lot on the body there, but I'll tell you what, Chronic has this program headed in the right direction. Knocked off 3 opponents in a row last year that they probably shouldn't have there in Western Carolina, Chattanooga, Furman. Here comes back to trying to make Alabama think pre-snap.
Trent Payton getting the start at quarterback, second series, and that one struck. This is a Mercer offense that is run first. They ran for 500 yards last week in a blowout win. But they need to be an efficient passing team to be an effective offense.
Yeah, and it's going to base around that play action. It's going to base around getting quick throws to the perimeter. Obviously trying to make this game 2-on-2 and 3-on-3. Get away from all those big guys that Alabama has on the front 4, front 7.
School record 778 yards of offense last week. The school record in points, yards, rushing yards, average better than 9 yards a rush. It's an NAIA point. Now taking on number 1 Alabama, Brandon Marshall.
Oh, nowhere.
Finds is 1 yard on the left side, and that'll set up 3rd and 9. Christian Harris with the stop for the time.
And Drew Sanders out there, number 20, filling in for the injured Chris Allen. This is the one part of his game that is maybe not on the level that Chris Allen is, being firm against the run. He's a little more athletic, better in coverage. He's going to be great off the edge in a pass rush situation. But Chris Allen was so stout on the outside and contained for the run game. See how 20 evolves out there in place of Allen for the rest of the season.
3rd down 9. Pressure. Payton gets rid of it to his running back, Trent Davis. And Davis is shoved out of bounds after a pickup of 3.
Just again trying to get the ball on the perimeter here. You're going to see looking right and a quick throw to the left, but a great job there by Henry To'oTo'o. Not falling for the quarterback's eyes. His read key is that running back. He goes left, I go left. Good job on 3rd down.
Devin Fulcher will punt it away. Slade ball back. We are a little surprised. We're seeing Fred Payton with multiple series. You said Carter Keegan.
Oh! That's what I'm talking about. Roll Tide. Hell yeah. Awesome.
41-yard return.
Just like that. We'll give him the ball back. Let him try again. Sweet. That defense will score if the offense won't.
Got the punt block.
Or the special teams, rather.
And then it was returned by Jace McClellan. Real white record on for the point after. Simple as that. Can't find offense with the offense. You'll find it with special team.
That's one way to do it. You're going to see here 41 working off the right side right here. And 81's supposed to step out and block him, but 81 stays inside. You can see they're supposed to bump to the outside. 81 just stays right there, lets him go run right by. That is not what you want to do when you're standing back there as the personal protector for the punt.
I've seen mannequins move more than that.
Yeah, he literally just, I don't know if he knew they snapped it.
I was going to say, I don't think you saw the snap.
Yeah, I didn't fucking not number 91, I mean, not 81. But hey, points on the board, right? You're Alabama. Your offense hasn't been doing what you want. Been a little stalled the last couple drives, but got some points on the board.
Officially 33 yards on the return of the block punt by Jace McClellan. Reichert will kick it off. And that'll go out of bounds and a flag on the kickoff.
What the hell are y'all doing out there?
Busy night. Our week 2 lineup continues. Matt Corral, number 20, Ole Miss, playing host the Governors of Austin Peay. Huge one SEC Saturday night. The Lion Drinkwood 6 is Missouri Tigers in Lexington to battle with Kentucky. And McNeese against LSU at 8 o'clock Eastern. Cody Orgeron, Coach O's son, starting at quarterback.
Isn't that crazy? Imagine being the starting quarterback against your dad's LSU team. Wild. Bring the blitz. Yeah, he's going to come after him.
Every game available on the ESPN app, so you can watch anywhere. I'm sure Nick Saban's happy with what he's been watching the Alabama offense here early on, but a black punt gave him a touchdown. And now Carter Peavy, who we expected to start at quarterback, finally comes in for the 3rd series. Took over quarterback in the spring. Had a good game last week against the Point Panthers. And will hand it off to Brandon Marshall. What is the difference between Fred Payton, who started at quarterback, and Carter Peavy?
Well, Peavy's a little more polished of a passer. He ran a spread offense in high school. And I was laughing with him because they'll get under center every now and then for some of the wing team. I was like, what? Have you ever taken a snap from under center? He's like, no. And it probably took me about a year to feel comfortable with the footwork and being under center. But he's definitely the more polished passer here if they get past these situations.
3 wins against top 25 opponents at their level last year for Mercer in the Southern Conference. School record 406 yards passing against Furman. And he's able to get it to the edge and get Brown Harper right near the marker. We'll see if Mercer's got its first down.
Harper's probably their fastest guy on the outside. It would be surprised if he gets some jet sweeps and try to get him the ball, some handoffs, because he gets on the edge. He's tough to tackle.
And quarterback Peavy will keep it himself, and he's able to tiptoe down the sideline. Jordan Ballard forces it up.
Again, both Peavy and
my goodness.
They're both pretty good athletes. Unsuspecting, really. Peavy's got some juice. You can see a great little misdirection play there, getting the back end guys to get their eyes on that reverse, and then having the quarterback just sneak frontside. A great block on the outside as well to give Peavy a little extra space.
Peavy from Lawrenceville, Georgia, out of Archer High School. 2,000 yards and 16 touchdowns through the air in that spread offense his senior year.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
After Drew Sanders tipped it.
This is tough as a
killing them on the turnovers.
Rolling to the left is tough. You got to get your body contorted right here at the last second. And Drew Sanders, great job of getting his hands up. You can't get to the quarterback. Get your hands up. Mirror his arm. Tips and overthrows, maybe that defense. And special teams coming to play here.
Well, Drew Sanders has had a busy first quarter already for Alabama. The 10th leads to the pick. Alabama's got a short field. Only a touchdown.
Haha, awesome. Commercial break. Good Lord, these commercial breaks are long as crap. Awesome. We got 5 likes. Thanks everybody for coming in. Didn't do as well as I thought, but I guess anybody can watch this. So probably the reason. All right, we're back. Let me turn the volume back up.
Open it up for Brian Robinson. Now play action. Young in front of JoJo Earl. A little stiff on it. Why does Nick Saban like this guy so much?
Well, he's dynamic, right? Anytime you have a slot guy that is shorter but athletic, has burst, you can get the ball in that way, right? Misdirection, short throws, you can handle the ball. He's also can take the top off of the defense from the slot, which makes you really dangerous as an offense.
Blitz coming up the middle. Robinson runs by the blitz. Steps out of a tackle and dives forward past the 20. Pick number 13.
Going back to a little bit of zone scheme with the Alabama offensive line, my center Darren Dalcourt, 71. Just lead the way. If you're not going to be able to get the hat all the way across, just go ahead and be strong with that right arm, press it, open up the hole.
Pressure from the edge this time. Young eludes it. 1 foot forward. Here's JoJo Earl. And he stays on his feet from Bama. First down inside the 5.
That was just an RPO there by Bryce Young. Safety rolled over the top to JoJo Earl. He would like to get it up a little sooner, but pressure in his face once again.
Hand it off. Robinson. And the entire pile will end up in the end zone. Touchdown Alabama. First of the game of the first quarter for the offense.
Exactly what Alabama needed to do. Run the football. Impose your will on a team that is not as athletic, not as big. Check to see if his knee bounced down just before he crossed the goal line. That's what I like. Great drive there by Alabama.
So here's Will Reichert at Hoover High School. If he's missed an extra point in the game, it came in middle school. Perfect here, perfect in high school. The perfection continues in the kicking game. And Alabama finally finds its stride on offense. 5-play, 54-yard drive that time, led by Brian Robinson Jr. Extra Yard for Teachers Week is an annual effort led by the College Football Playoff Foundation that brings college sports together to support and honor great teachers across the country at games and on social media. Learn more about Extra Yard for Teachers on CFP Extra Yard. And here's Brian Robinson with a special message to his teacher, Amy Hydra.
Hey, Ms. Isaac. First off, I want to say thank you for always being so caring and supportive. We really appreciate you for all the hard work and efforts you put into all of your students. You really help guide me and lead me in the right direction in one of the most critical times in my life, and that's what helped me get here today. I'll always be thankful for that. Thank you again, Ms. Hydra. Roll Tide.
The teacher just down the road at Hillcrest High School, about 5.5 miles here from Bryant Denny.
Oh, 14-0.
Stetson Bennett got the start for Georgia today. They beat UAB 28-0 to Bennett, 5 for 5, 4 touchdowns.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I think he was motivated after losing his job last year.
It's like that. UAB was going to give him a little more trouble early in that game. It's not a bad football team.
Trendy conversation, but Georgia is still Georgia.
Yes, that defense is best in the country.
Ohio State all upset today, Cole, but Oregon lost at home 35-28 to start the day.
And without their 2 best defenders on that Oregon defense, which is extremely impressive for Mario Cristobal, former Alabama offensive line coach, to be able to take the Ducks into the horseshoe and get that win. What's that QBR, by the way? 5 for 5, 4 touchdowns. Somebody do the math on that one.
Yeah, infinity. Take an 8 and turn it sideways. The Mercer Bears played the first college football game in the Deep South against Georgia. That was January 1892. That program went on hiatus in the mid-1900s for a while. We'll keep it on the ground here to the left side. And Durham. I was reading up on that game yesterday. I was really interested in the news accounts of it. Mercer back then wore black and gold. The end zone was painted in both teams' colors. Touchdown counted for 4, PAT 2, a field goal 5. Georgia won 50-0, but Georgia offensive lineman A.O. Halsey said there's actually 10 points that are unaccounted for because the scorekeeper left early to get to the liquor store before sundown. Batted away. And Alabama getting credit the penetration from Justin Boynton.
Boynton, correction there. Will Anderson as well, working on the edge. Both those going up for the ball. Third down here. It's a passing situation, which Mercer might hand it off, but the main topic of conversation for Drew Cronick and this Mercer offense was how do we handle number 31, Will Anderson, in passing situations? Double teams, tight ends, any way they can try to keep 31, one of the best pass rushers in the country, off their quarterback.
Quick to the line. Play action at third down. Heavey, pressure, taken down. Alabama sack DJ Dale. It's a loss of 4, and the punting team will come out.
And pressure from a few different angles here. But play action. That came off the edge there for Drew Sanders. Again, that's kind of his strength, right? He's not the same body type as Chris Allen, not as stout in the run, but he is quick off the edge.
And Turk had the last one blocked. You got Slade Bolton back to return for Alabama. Bolton will have a chance here. Starting at the 32. Flags come down. He's jumped up and shot at the field. 35-yard punt.
During the return, holding, return team, number 21, 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. First down.
All right, it may just be because I'm a quarterback and I like offense. I like football. But a great drive by Alabama running the football. But Bill O'Brien's kind of a quarterback guy too. So if I'm him, I'm sitting there going, kind of feels like a time to take a shot. Tried a couple shots, haven't had anybody open downfield. I don't know.
Chase McClellan in its helmet.
Funny how the broadcast we've ever done, Tom. I've never heard Jordan say, "Quick, time to run the ball."
No, it's always time to take a shot.
Time to play conservative and hand the ball off. One man front this time for Mercer. McClellan able to find 4 on first down. A really slow start for Bryce Young for whatever reason. First possessions and looking better in the third. Last week against Miami, 344 yards, 4 touchdowns.
Lights out.
What a pressure most.
Just how well he operated under pressure. I mean, he was under duress a lot of that football game. Still stayed poised in the pocket. Threw well under pressure with guys in his face. Completed a lot of balls for a guy that's his first extended playing time.
Against the blitz last week, he went 12 for 18 for 158 yards and 3 touchdowns.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense, number 3. 15-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
Isaac Dowling commits a face mask penalty.
You know, and part of that is you look at Bryce Young and he's not very tall, 5'11", whatever it is, 5'10", maybe. Very unassuming, but his ability to throw the football from multiple platforms and change his arm angle is crucial when you have guys in your face, especially under pressure. He does that at an elite level.
So that was the plan for Manny Diaz in Miami last week. Game plans maybe change going forward as John Mechie shakes him on to pick up the first down.
You got speaking throwing off platform, and we wondered who Bryce Young sort of emulates. And a really cool conversation at the facility yesterday. Jordan and I went to practice. We're walking through the hallway. We passed by Bryce Young, and we stopped and just said, "Hey, nice to meet you." Shake his hand, talk to him a little bit. Jordan says, "Hey, I'm just curious. Which quarterback did you emulate growing up? Who did you try to throw like, trying to be like He looks at both of us, doesn't understand, has no idea. He says, "Oh man, it's Aaron Rodgers." Yeah, definitely Aaron Rodgers. I think he's the most talented passer I've ever seen. He's the guy. He's the guy that I want to throw like, and the guy that I want to be like.
Just watch this right here. Look at this little flick. See that? I mean, that looks like 12 for Greg Ray, right? The way his both feet kind of come off the ground, the way he flips his hips, comes out a little sidearm. Pretty cool to watch.
Did you reintroduce yourself after you learned that information?
Yeah, I think after the fact, he's like, oh, yeah, you do kind of look like that.
Young looks left, coming back right. It is, in many ways, the new era of quarterbacks, right? And it's not just a quarterback position, but then the fit into an RPO offense to get the ball out quickly versus the old statuesque pro-style think Peyton Manning quarterback.
Absolutely. I mean, back then, you're throwing more deeper play action, intermediate shots. In the RPO game, the ball is out right away, and you have linemen 4, 5, 6 yards in front of you, so you have to find a passing lane a lot of times with your arm, and you can't throw over the top of those guys, especially if you're a shorter quarterback. Helps you get the ball out quicker and with more velocity.
New right tackle looked like Damian George Jr. has entered the game for Alabama. Pocket balls, good job by George. That one is on the money of Mercer. And a first down on the third down conversion.
And I'll tell you what, breaking down the film this past week, one of the things I was so impressed with was John Mechie and his ability to execute the details of route running. When you really watch it, where his eyes go, where his shoulders,
That's the end of the first quarter.
how he sets up different routes and breaks. I mean, he is an elite route runner, as well as being an elite talent on the outside for Alabama.
It's been an elite wide receiver room and quarterback room for Alabama over the last few years. Into the first quarter, Alabama finding its stride, up 14-0.
I'm muting this. All right, come on. Get the gun. Thanks for everybody that came in the stream. We have had 5 likes, which I think a lot of people that are not supporting the channel will probably come in just searching the game. Thanks to anybody that does. We're filming it. Whenever it gets back from commercials. Shout out to the person doing this on YT also.
And State head coach Bill O'Brien, Ivy League
What's the channel name?
He's the new offensive coordinator here at Alabama.
There's the channel name.
Taking over the system that was already in place. He's one of 3 former NFL head coaches on the staff, including O-line coach Doug Marrone. Starting the second quarter, Alabama in the red zone with Bryce Young directing the offense after a sluggish start. Young finds Golden, nobody in front of him. And he goes airborne. 18 yards for an Alabama touchdown.
Sweet.
See if Bolden gets in here. Sure looks like, oh, well, ball comes out there, but all you got to do is get that ball secured and touch that white goal line.
Did he get it?
Up and over. And tough to tell there, and
Yeah.
it'll stay.
Yes, it will.
Here's Riker with the extra point.
Well, 21-0.
Design play by Bill O'Brien.
Great adjustment there by Bryce Young. He actually changed the route once he sees the rotation of the defense. I'll show you here. Watch this. So this guy comes in, safety's rolling over. He changes this route of Slade Bolden to a little out route because he knows that safety's rolling over. Instead of running a slant right to him, let's send you away from him. Look at all that green grass on the outside. Great little adjustment. You saw the hand signal by Bryce Young. Echoed there in the slot by Slade Bolden. Communicating pre-snap. Watch this. Looks out, sees it. Yep. Hey. Boom. Change the route. That's some next level stuff for a quarterback that just made his second start ever.
And Jordan, pretty good example here. We talked to Bill O'Brien about the fact that in their RPO scheme, they don't read an individual on defense. A lot of times we talk about conflict defenders, a linebacker out in space, a defensive end on the end of the line of scrimmage. Bill O'Brien telling us that they read an area in their RPO game, and that gives Bryce Young options as to how he's going to operate, whether or not he hits it, throws it, or throws it.
The read reaction is what we were talking about on the field before the game, where he pointed at Slade Bolden and said that would be my favorite guy because I know where he's supposed to be.
Slade Bolden is like a quarterback in the slot there. He sees things the same way. To Cole's point, that was an RPO. That should have been a slant. So they read that area, but Bryce Young goes, wait a minute, I know I'm reading this area, I know I should read the RPO, but I don't want him running to the safety. Let's run away from him. Quick adjustment.
On the 4th play of that game offensively for Alabama last week, they run a little gap scheme RPO, and you could see the eyes of Bryce Young out in the flat. They weren't directed at one individual conflict defender, Jordan. That's what made me ask Coach O'Brien about it. He kind of laughed and he said, you know, when I had Deshaun Watson in Houston, I asked him how they ran it at Clemson. I had never heard that before. Deshaun told me we would read space. We would read an area of the field in our RPO game. Bill O'Brien took that and obviously has kept it with him.
Fred Payton has returned at quarterback for Mercer. He started the game, played the first 2 series. Transfer from Coastal Carolina. They went for the Sharks last night against Kansas. And coverage and incomplete. Trying to find Durham and Jordan Battle, the safety from Fort Lauderdale. And return pass.
Interference. Defense, number 9. 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. Automatic first down.
That's the matchup that Carter Peavy wants on the outside. His 6'3" receiver going against a safety.
Yep, all over him.
And once Battle gets hip to hip there, he's just got to find the football. You can keep creating content, but you got to turn your head to find the football.
First and 10 line brought to you by Team Holder.
Going to get a lot of those matchups. Pete Gold again, Nick Saban told us in meetings and before the game today that Alabama will live in 3-4 the majority of this game. That's the personnel that they saw Army use against Mercer. Liked the plan, liked the way that played out. They'll go to nickel occasionally, but not often.
Timeout. Early
time in the second quarter. Alabama with a 21-0 lead over Mercer. Bears will use a timeout. We'll be back in Tuscaloosa in a moment.
Another commercial break. Down. Hey, Lydia Catchers 504. Thanks for coming in. Alabama's winning 21-0. I expected it to be a butt whooping, but they struggled starting. But it's probably over already. But we're back to commercial break. I'm cooking in the meantime. I got some ribs in the oven. We'll eat some ribs, broccoli and cheese, and sweet potato with marshmallow on it. So that'll be awesome. I'll tell you what, comic book store across the street open is going to be the end of me. I went back over there today, spent like $21. Got some cool stuff though. We got this one. That's what I'm reading. Dead Man is the name of it. So I haven't started it yet, but be the next one. I could be reading that now during commercial break, I guess. It's usually what I do when I watch crap like this. All right, we're back.
Mercer down 21-0. They played two quarterbacks today. They combined to go 2 for 5 for 12 yards and a pick. Two-point stance for Will Anderson. Bottom of the formation for Alabama. Trying to run away from it. Durham slips one and gets sliced down the second time and picked up a 5 to Marco Pelham. Stop. We got a flag on the far side.
Oh, what is it now? Flag happy refs.
Holding. Offense.
Got Mercer.
10-yard penalty from the end of the run. Repeat first down.
Devon Harper flag. Oh, wait, South Carolina, big come from behind walk-off win against East Carolina in Greenville today. Shane Beamer's squad off to a 2-0 start with a GA playing quarterback.
Yeah, and Luke Doty was healthy enough. I think he could have gone, but they're riding with Zeb Nolan there. And they went down 14-0 early in that game. On the road, great way to fight back for a team that still has a lot of growth ahead of them this year.
Slow start for Auburn. Tigers blew out Alabama State 62-0.
Wow.
Slow start, 62-0.
It was
They have good teams playing crappy ones. So this makes no
last three
sense.
quarters, very, very good. Again, getting to the edge, but Parker Roble doesn't have anywhere to go.
I can hear some pads thumping from up here. That little joker wing position, they call it for Mercer. Roble getting on the outside. Wham! What's that? Henry Toto.
This is a game where the value of Henry so really shows up. All the movement, all the motions, all the shifts, the recognition is what he is best at according to people.
Communicating there after the shift as he tried to option right. It's going to turn into a deep ball. Man coverage, and it is batted away. No flag. Ty James covered by Kool-Aid McKinstry.
Good defense. Roll time.
Good job by McKinstry there. Little contact, but not interfering with the receiver. Good great play design. Rolling out to the right, had receivers crossing backfield. And then one post on the backside. Kinstry, though, great job playing the football in the air, right? Not making contact
That
from
was
behind
beautiful.
the receiver.
That's how you're
Sometimes
supposed to do
it's a tough place
it.
to be in as a DB, but going up on top and playing the football means you don't get a fight there.
3rd and 11. Pressure on the edge. Little throwback. It's incomplete. Andrew May, the tight end, needed just a catch and a block.
I was going to say 3rd down. Watch out for Will Anderson. And they send a guy backside here, the running back out to meet him. Oh, right in the shin. That's not fun. Like, hey, you're going to have to go out, and Will Anderson's going to get about a 6-yard, 7-yard run on you, and you're going to have to get in front of him. That doesn't sound like a job I want to sign up for.
A little bit easier to do against Mercer, against Furman and Chattanooga than Alabama.
Yeah.
Great carry on this punt from Trey Turk. Bolden for the 12.
Bolden with a solid return after a great punt, 54-yard punt.
Bolden took 24 of it back. Anderson getting a breather. Alabama defense has been stifling.
Oh, back to commercial break. We will read this on the break silently. Preordained. I hadn't heard that word in a while. Think about reading. Yep, good old commercial breaks. They've been killing it with it. Big shout out to Lydia Catchers 504. Thank you for being in here. All right, we're back.
On the stats Bryce Young put up last week against Miami, but when Jordan Cole watched him, they saw even more.
We saw him make a great adjustment on the touchdown from a run to a pass. Here he's making a run-to-run adjustment. Sees the front, how the linebacker is adjusted, and changes the run play.
Watch the tight end come across. This is split zone. So that'll draw the linebacker up as Billingsley comes across the line of scrimmage, and you'll get 3 monster double teams. And one on your left is Nestor Jade Silver from Miami. He's going to get tossed out the club by Evan Neal. I've never seen a double team throw a defensive tackle to the center. Coming off of his double team, it's able to climb to the linebacker. We saw it on that play. We asked Evan Neal about it yesterday, and he said, "Yeah, man, I just threw it."
I have to go home, but you got to get up out of here. Running behind that big old line, it's Brian Robinson Jr. He picks up 4.
Wouldn't it be nice as a human being just to be able to say, yeah, I'm just going to throw this guy out of the way? Like, I don't know what that feels like. Like, just to physically be able to just pick someone up that's a big human being and say, you're going to go over there. See ya.
Yeah, Todd McShay has the top 5 pick in the NFL draft. All sorts of movement, flags, completion. It's not a completion of James Williams.
That's not going to count, but that was a dime by Bryce Young.
Prior to the snap, false start. Offense, number 70. 5-yard penalty, second down.
Good turn.
Jimmy Cohen, sophomore left guard, moved earlier.
Cole played a nice game last week in his first start against Miami. But the guy next to him, Evan Neal, you mentioned that power we saw him toss a Miami defensive tackle. The impressive part is maintaining that power at 335. He told me Thursday he played at 365 a season ago. Just part of the impact of David Blue, that new straight staff here in Alabama.
They're going to run it again. Cole, that's really interesting to me. So this question may come from a point of ignorance, I will admit that, but how as an offensive lineman or as a staff do you find the perfect play?
I think it's where you're comfortable without losing your power. Obviously, some you want to try to slim down, be in better shape, but you have to maintain that power. So I don't know if it's a number all the time, as it is more of a feel. And that's, again, Matt Ray, David Ballou, that straight staff is where they really come into play as to keeping that power, maintaining that power, but trimming some of these Alabama players down a little bit.
On third down, Mercer drops 8.
Oh.
Early picks up 5.
Mercer.
They got back early by Yesli McKee.
Dangerous throw here. I actually think Bryce Young was a little confused. Don't think he thought it was cover 2. Cover 2, that outside corner is sitting hard in the flats. You can see great job protecting JoJo Burrow with the throw, but I think initially thought that guy was going to run off with the receiver and he had free access.
Why the hell did you throw it
Is
down?
that a strict no-no against cover 2?
Yeah, you don't want to throw that football. Again, great adjustment by putting it slightly behind the receiver to
That was
protect
stupid.
him. But I think he saw that late.
Burnham gets off the
Oh.
pole. No fair catch, taking flags afterwards. McKee and the yards on that return.
There's been some stupid plays in this game. Or stupid decisions. On both sides.
During the return, illegal block in the back. Return team, number 18. The penalty is half innocent goal. First down.
And we'll back up the Bears while we have a break in action. Let's throw it to Laura Rutledge and our friends at Academy Sports and Outdoors.
Wherever fun happens.
Mute. Y'all ain't getting me with that.
Nothing on Mercer. Huge transfer portal addition in the offseason. Henry To'o transferred in from Tennessee where he was a leader on defense. And he has freed up others to make plays. Here's Will Anderson coming in from the edge. But also an immediate impact goal on what Christian Harris does and doesn't have to worry about.
Well, Christian Harris, not necessarily the guy that wants to go out and call the offense, call the formations. To'o's a little more comfortable with that. Pete Golding told us it allows Christian Harris to be more of a read and react, sort of see ball, get ball guy, but also go back to the linebacker position where he is going to cover the tight end more times than not. He's going to be more responsible in coverage. He's a high school corner, so obviously he has better cover skills.
Let's get a safety.
Utilize where he is now for this Alabama defense.
To'o part of the legendary Dallas South program in Northern California. And a whistle will stop play before it gets started. I thought that move was impactful.
False start. Offense, number 70.
Obviously, both ways.
Second down.
Alabama picks up a free agent linebacker. That was the heart of the exodus for Tennessee. Is this good or bad to have star players moving program to program within the league?
Well, look, I think on paper you go, oh, that's not good. You know, you shouldn't be able to just go in free agency. But if you're a player, like these coaches get up and leave whenever they want. They get a new job, they leave, and they told me, I'm going to be with you for 4 years. So I think in a way, it's what needs to happen. Players need to be able to get out of situations for any number of reasons into a place that they're better fit at.
See, Alabama brings some pressure. Mercer backed up.
Come on, defense. Get them.
Went unbalanced right and then back left. We get another flag. And this will be early movement on the Bears.
Delay game. Offense.
Boy, they are screwing themselves.
Trying to delay a game to another half the distance.
Coach, you're fired.
Dangerous territory.
Yeah.
What the hell are you doing?
Bama's got to be licking their chops at this point.
Mercer hasn't been able to penetrate between the tackles.
Oh, might as well just punt the damn thing.
You don't want to play action pass because then you're standing in your end zone. What do they do here?
Good God.
31 Anderson coming out of the blocks like a sprinter here in a moment.
Oh, it's on now. Ooh, we got nailed.
Yeah, they barely do. Wow.
That was awesome.
Stretched the defense and got out of the paint.
That's what I meant about getting out on the edge. It can so easily be a
Boy,
negative play.
own that quarterback.
Durham is 6'3", 225. He's
I
fucking
almost had it.
And that joker position for Mercer. I mean, just a really good job of breaking a tackle there. And now getting the second.
Like they nearly beat the handoff.
Alabama's going to take it all the way again this year.
Top of your screen to see if they keep him in coverage or if he comes after the quarterback.
Quickly to the outside, incomplete. Trying to find Parker Roble, who transferred in from the Air Force Academy.
This may be a blocked punt
And
coming
Mercer
up.
went the wrong direction on that drop.
Will Anderson dropping in coverage.
Hey, Kitty Tara. Much love. You sure can. Hold on a second.
Didn't know where he was, let alone where the ball was coming from because of the ring right there.
More of a removal.
Bam, you got it. You're a mod now. You can share your link.
No chance.
Not on the line of scrimmage for Bama. This is JoJo Earl in the return game now. Saban compared him a while, and he spins away before getting blindsided. Gotta work in division. Spin move good. 16-yard
Ew.
return. Short field for Alabama. Crimson Tide about midway through the second.
Yep, Kitty, I got you now. You're a mod, so you can drop your link if you want to. Oh, commercial in progress again. Commercial. Microwave dinging. Oh my God. Man, what the hell? Damn bag busted on this. Oh God. Well, that's a damn mess. Ow! Had broccoli and cheese in the microwave. The damn pack obviously leaked and cheese went every damn where. Hell of a mess. Oh well. It'll still be alright. Yeah. The instructions lied. I swear they take long enough on these commercial breaks. Good God. Oh, we're back.
End zone. Fancy. Back in the end zone, incomplete. Wow. Base shot of Holden. And the wrong side shoes. Otherwise, we got a touchdown instead. There's a flag.
That one came in quicker than a Montana Phelps fastball.
I think Bryce Young was trying to read his lips there.
Pass interference. Defense. Number 20. 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. Automatic first down.
Pretty sure I saw him say, he was covered, but I saw a 1-by-1 square that could fit the ball in, so I did. I mean, that's just a heck of a throw. Even give Trayshawn Holden a chance there for a touchdown, not able to get his feet in. That's a heck of a throw.
Right in front of the Kubelik statue here in Bryant Denny. On the ground, Jason McClellan. Bottled up. Finds one.
Cameron Latu's kind of been their go-to down here in the red zone when they're passing the football. See him down here on your screen attached to the line of scrimmage.
2 touchdowns last week against Miami for the former rugby player from Utah, Young Chase. Solomon Zubaru.
Actually had Cameron Latu up the middle here. Not sure if Bryce Young didn't see him. Thought the window was tighter than it maybe looked. Look at right now.
I think that pressure almost blocked his line of sight.
And then, totally. And from up here, we can see it. It may look great from down there. Lineman could have gotten away. It could get messy in there, but
From my spot, Jordan, that pressure came right at Bryce Young's line of sight to his tight end.
Makes it tough.
Young steps up, makes a man miss. Takes a hit at the 5 and backs forward. Defend on the spot, maybe just a couple inches short of a first down.
Good coverage there. A back in by Mercer. Young went through every read he had.
Keeping the offense out there on 4th and short. Robbie Boots comes in as an extra tight end. Boots at fullback now. Leading the way. First down, touchdown. Case McClellan from 5 yards out.
Tight end set there. You have blockers for everyone except for that safety coming free. And as an offensive coordinator, you're just saying, that's fine. We're going to beat you to that spot, make you miss, or break a tackle. Execute it perfectly.
Langford backs to another extra point.
Well, we saw one from last week. A little earlier in the broadcast post. Evan Neal again. Cam Latu, Evan Neal. Sorry, sir. You got to go. There's another monster double team on the left side. And Jason McClellan, a guy that Bill O'Brien told us, a true 3-down back. They love his short yardage capabilities to go along with being able to help in pass protection and being a help out of the backfield catching the football.
Boy, these blocks by Evan Neal are really getting me in the mood for some pancakes tomorrow morning.
Got time?
Short stack, maybe? I don't know.
Feel like your leg time. Evan Neal, 6'7", 350 at IMG Academy. The buck shot that he did, can you do it?
Yeah, if I wanted to tear my
Oh,
groin,
28 to nothing. I missed the touchdown. I was
everything
outside.
else imaginable.
Was Troutman shredded?
Oh, yeah, that's a chance. Still a talent. I probably could not do that. much smaller than Alabama, in case you didn't know.
Kick for return. McKee gets tripped up. Mercer coming to us from the Southern Conference, which is the original conference of many SEC schools. Founding members of SoCon included Alabama, Auburn, Mississippi State, Tennessee, Georgia. And then the fifth oldest Division I conference has given us great collegiate sports history, including the tradition of cutting down the nets of the first ever college basketball conference tournament. Vandy, Jordan, you'd like to know this, shared the first two football championships. Washington and Lee also won some of those. Eventually, this is SoCon Alabama history. Eventually, 13 teams would lead the SoCon to form the SEC. 3 of those programs are no longer in the SEC. BB going deep.
Oh, hell.
Pardon me, that's DeMarco Ellis. Do you know the 3 teams that left for the SEC?
Pass interference. Defense. Number 2. 15-yard
I think I know.
first down.
1930, after the 1932 season that are no longer in the SEC?
Georgia Tech.
Yeah.
Swanee.
Yes. Ooh. When you got that. What's the other one? Go south. Played Oklahoma pretty tough last week. Tulane. Oh.
Wow.
Interesting.
No Tulane
This
was.
stuff just started going a few years ago.
Yeah. The conference realignment has been going on since the 1930s. By the way, one of the reasons they left, at that time, the SEC schools were just dominating. Look at what Alabama did. 4 conference titles, finished first in the SoCon 4 times. In that 10-year span from 22 to 32. In 1932, LSU, Tennessee, and Auburn all finished without a loss. And they said, you know what, let's go do our own thing. Second down.
Oh.
A shove up front. They pushed it all back for a loss of 6. And Byron Young got there.
Wow, we were talking about pancakes earlier from offensive linemen. This is a straight pancake here by Byron Young working on the left tackle. Yeah, no, you want to block me? Yeah, I'm good. I'm just going to go after the quarterback.
You know, well, it's never a good sign as an offensive lineman when you have grass stains on the back of your jersey.
Don't want that part of your jersey, really, that's for sure. Technically, for the they don't even really know what to tell you on that one. Byron Young gets his hands inside, you're in trouble.
Nate Howard, transfer from South Alabama. Pressure for the edge. PD pressure. And he will crumple again.
Oh, God.
Helped out by Will Anderson.
It is over.
White Mathis from the left side of the quarterback. Will
Good
Anderson
Lord.
from the right. Anderson worked through a couple different blockers there. Like I mentioned earlier, they're doing everything they can to try to slow down Will Anderson on the outside. Double team. Oh yeah, that's a double team. He knocks over the right tackle. Jason Poe, mind you, is their best offensive lineman. Just threw him on his butt. That is ridiculous.
3 sacks today for Alabama. Joe Earl set to return. That's a line drive. Earl takes it in for a couple hops. He's got plenty of space in the sideline. And another Olympic return from Joe Earl. This one covers 29 yards. 4:12 left in the first half of Bryant Denny. Defense doing its job. Offense following its suit.
Back to commercial break. They are killing them. We probably won't even stream the second half of this. quarterback.
This halftime report coming up around the corner. Chiswick, Watson, Gorin, Noka will show you how A&M is in some trouble in Denver. Your take on Bama, Coach?
Defense smothering. 29 total yards for Mercer. Probably first half. Got to clean that up in the second.
Another game with a special teams play that's kind of that's for the offense.
We will see you in a few.
Probably won't even watch the second half.
First and 10 for Alabama. Bryce Young going deep. Jameson Williams, the intended receiver, incomplete. You had a chance to ask Nick Saban about these great receivers that he has, including Jameson Williams. Why is he so high in these guys?
I think I was really surprised just how talented Jameson Williams is. I'm just like, how does a guy like that get lost on a depth chart? You don't know, because he's incredibly fast, great route runner, has good hands. He had a drop earlier, but just a lack of concentration there. He's going to put up some big numbers in this offense. And obviously, the young JoJo Earl is a guy that they can use in a number of different ways, similar to the way they've used Water.
Williams, 6 starts over 2 years at Ohio State. Room on the left side now for Trey Sanders, healthy again after numerous issues that gets him off the field. And Neal clears away.
And Jamie and Cohen, they're working up to the next level. Springing the block there. Tell you what, it was a slow start for the run game, but really slow start from a physical standpoint for Alabama overall. They've really turned it up.
Back to the ground game again with 3.5 minutes left in the first half. Trey Sanders returned to the football field. There's nothing short of miraculous after not just a football injury a couple of years ago, but a car accident. Had him doubting whether or not he'd be playing football again. But the emergency room nurse called up to Tuscaloosa to say, we have one of your players here. She said, we think he's going to make it. That's how dire his circumstance was of being T-bone in the Pensacola area. Shattered pelvis, broken hip, multiple organs impacted by that.
So I'm busy with Nick Saban Thursday. It was really cool to see the head coach at Alabama light up with talking about everything that Trey Sanders had been through. Wanted to try to reemphasize, I don't think everybody has any idea how difficult this entire process was, and just so proud. He reemphasized that multiple times, how proud he was he's been able to bounce back and get on the field.
Part of it loaded. Running back depth chart here in Alabama. Sanders slides his way through for a pickup of 5. Like Sanders brings something a little bit different to the table relative to what Brian Robinson has started with.
Absolutely, he's got a little more juice. He can get on the outside, get on the edges as well. I love this entire personnel grouping they have out on the field right now. Menchie, JoJo Earl, Jameson Williams, Cameron Latu. This is an athletic personnel grouping right now.
Here's Earl. Latu in one block in front of 2. That's why he's able to stop. Sanders, by the way, played at IMG Academy. At one point, his position coach, Cole, is a guy by the name of Cadillac Williams.
He knew how to tote it a little bit.
One-on-one up top there. James Williams.
Congrats. To the throw that direction. Here's Sanders. And a touchdown line swing this way. That goes airborne and then gets landed at the side.
It's one of those hurdles where I'm not so sure you need it. You're kind of running out of steam. Sometimes it can be a little more dangerous than it can be good. I'm probably just jealous that I
You might be. But I also think the key, if you're going to hurdle, you got to get back down quick.
Yes.
You don't want to be Michael Jordan just kind of floating through the air.
Well, this room kind of had the standard in front of them the last few years of good enough for the running back position.
Robinson back in on this third down. And Mercer will use a timeout.
Mercer, second charge timeout of that.
Alabama started this drive with about 4 minutes to go in the half. They have burned most of that time, and now they're looking to punch one more in before the end of the half. 28-0 Bama. And thanks to our friends at
Going up being 45, 50 to nothing.
Jordan was at SEC Nation this morning in Fayetteville and made his way here into Tuscaloosa today. Additionally, our critically acclaimed series True South returns for its fourth season tomorrow, 7:30 Eastern, 6:30 Central, down at the Ed, traveling around Scott, Louisiana. There's a Cajun dance hall, explorers, eateries, learns about the culture and history of the South. Basically getting to know good people for food right here on the SEC Network and the ESPN app. One app, one tap, so you can watch anytime, anywhere. Nation, great show this morning. Cole is part of it, playing softball here in Tuscaloosa. But what was the vibe with Texas coming to Fayetteville?
Oh, it was electric. I mean, that stadium is going to be packed, completely sold out, probably the most they've had in a really, really long time. Tents outside, waiting for seats. They are ready for Texas to come to town and ready to make a statement.
Someone count the SEC standings?
I think so. Ish. We'll ask for it.
3rd and 6 for Bryce Young. Trips to the left. Play clock at 2. Looking for Latu. Instead goes to Robinson and a drop. Would have been a first down. They'll likely want to come out to try a field goal. That's what they'll do.
It's really fun to watch Bryce Young just work through his progressions. Works through 3 options on the left side. Comes back to his 4th option there in Brian Robinson, as you mentioned. On-target throw should have been a catch and a first down, but young, talented quarterback that between the ears is just as elite as he is physically gifted.
30-yard attempt for Will Riker. Everything good?
31 to nothing. About to be halftime. It is over.
Alabama's outgained Mercer 192 to 29 at this point. Holding the Bears to just 3 first downs and 0 for 6 on 3rd down.
Hey, this defense is going to be something real. I mean, I'd still maybe put Georgia's a little ahead, but I mean, there's not much difference between the two with how physical this Alabama team is up front. Henry To'oTo'o, what he's added to the mix and how he's allowed Christian Harris to evolve from the linebacker position, and obviously on the back end, Alabama is extremely talented, better than Georgia on the back end, I believe. So this is going to be one of the better defenses Nick Saban's had here in quite a long time.
For this Alabama defense, Will Anderson brings the talent from the edge.
Yeah, one of the more talented guys we've seen on the edge for Alabama in a long time. Rerouting receivers, getting in coverage. He's so athletic. And look at the physicality off the edge. He's not just a speed guy off the edge. He has a ton of physicality. He's a ball hawk. Man, 31 is, yeah, get you some oxygen. You deserve it. Tom might need some up here.
I think I might. That was awfully impressive.
244 pounds. David Ballou told me that he has hit 20 miles per hour on the GPS.
What? Look at that right there. Like, can we just let that sink in for a second? 0 to 5. He's the fastest on the entire team at 10.7 miles per hour. And Jalen Waddle last year was only 11.2. He is a few inches, half a foot behind Waddle. That's crazy.
One way that it's possible is, David Ballou told me that a big portion of the emphasis in their program now is the second strike. Second foot to hit the ground, because that's how you generate your power in almost everything that you do. So that emphasis obviously paying off for Will Anderson.
I didn't have a good first step or a good second step.
That's the end of the first half.
I know I had the wrong emphasis. 31-0 at the half. Mercer will get the ball to start the second half. That suffocating Alabama defense is held him 35 total yards. Coming up in just moments, you can watch a live performance of Alabama's $1 Million Band on SEC Network Plus. Start streaming now on the ESPN.
All right, guys. Thanks for everybody coming in and watching. We're ending this. This game is over with. I'm not gonna even film the second half. Let's see what Satan's gonna
Feeling on
say.
how Bryce Young responded.
Well, I don't think we played great on offense, and I don't think it's Bryce's fault. I don't think we're executing the plays. I don't think we're controlling the line of scrimmage in front. They're moving a little bit on us, and we're coming off people. And pass protection has not been great. We've had a couple drop balls, so it's not about Bryce. It's really about everybody else executing. And special teams has been a positive for us too, with field position and blocking, punt, and scoring.
You emphasized the challenge your defense had in front of them because everything that this offense did that you really don't see. Your thoughts on how they faced it?
Yeah. Guys sort of, it's so different, that they were kind of into how we're going to play this. So I think that they had a little better energy and intensity about preparing for the game.
Thank you, Coach.
I think.
He was looking for that energy and intensity midweek. They found it after a bit of a slow start. 31-0 at the half. Let's get you back to the studio. Busy day in the SEC. Here's Dari in the game for more.
Yes, it is. We are well into our 13 games. Saturday it is the Auto Owners Insurance halftime report. Dari.
All right, guys. Thank everybody for coming in. I'm gonna end the stream, but much love. This game is over with. And more to come, guys. Until then, y'all be safe out there. Keep your eyes, your ears open, and always keep it real. Love you guys, and I will see y'all later.